Hello everyone, Intimidation here, and welcome to episode 3 of Intimidation's Tips and Tricks for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Today's episode is dedicated to my guild and fleet shard mate, Josh aka Din. So today what we're going to be looking at, and probably for the next few episodes, is a great free tool out there for everybody to use, whether you're a free to play, a pay to play, a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes spectator, just a great overall tool that anybody can use, and that is the swaga.gg or swgoh.gg website. This website is a great resource for you to use to not only keep track of your own account and see how you progress, but also to look at various things on character kits, ship kits, the current meta in Squad Arena, Fleet Arena, mods, all kinds of cool tips and tricks. So today's episode, we're just going to give a brief overview of how you create your profile and some basic things that you can do. So the first thing you want to do is go to swgoh.gg. And from there, you can go ahead and create an account. And then to go ahead and link your Galaxy of Heroes game to this account, you would go to Settings and Sync. And there it's going to ask you for two things, which you can find inside the game in-app. And that is your ally code, which for me on my main account is this one here. You can get that from the game. And then there's a second ID called the player ID, which you can get in the settings in your game app, which is more private, so you don't want to share that with anybody. But you basically link those two here, and then you'll have your account set up. Now, with some of the recent changes that the website has been making, you can actually probably pull up your profile just by putting in your own ally code there, because everything is kind of automatically pulled in from the recent changes in Grand Arena. So everybody will at least have some type of history there. Well, what I'm going to go ahead and do is show you is just the main page. What are some of the things that you can get out of this? So again, this is my main account profile. It will tell you your current guild that you're in. If you were to click into there, it'll show you all the members of your guild, their GP for characters, for ships, their ranks. It has my ally code, obviously. It has when I joined this site, so when I actually created the account on this site. This is not the date that I joined the game. I joined the game maybe about 3 weeks before this, but this is when I created my account on swaga.gg. And then here in the main scroll section, they've reorganized this lately. So with the new importance placed on Grand Arena, you can now see how you progressed in Grand Arena over the last 30 days. It will tell you your current skill rating, your current league and division placement over those 30 days, what's your highest skill rating and lowest. And then this graph down here shows you how you've progressed. So basically every time you go up is when you've won a match. Every time you've gone down is when you've lost a match. Sometimes there'll be a bump up or down when they do the skill rating squish at the end of seasons. But this is kind of how you can track your progress. Scrolling on down further, you'll see something similar, but for the squad arena. Obviously, this used to be more important when crystals were there, but you can see where your current rank is, the current team you have set, your highest, lowest rank over the last 30 days, and again, the progression that you have. And then finally, we have the fleet arena, where you can see the same three things: current rank, highest, lowest rank, and progression over the last 30 days. And you can see what ships were set when you actually got that ranking. The site should be refreshing at your payout time or a couple minutes after your payout each day. So that's kind of the overview of what you see on the main page. If you scroll down here a bit further on the left, you'll see some statistics of your account. So you'll see your galactic power. Mine is just over 4 million. You can see how much of that is coming from characters, how much of that is coming from ships, some different statistics on the battles that you've won, and on down. Now, today we're going to look at two different things within this section here. We're going to look at the characters and the ships, and then a little bit more on what you can do once you're in those sections. So characters, it's very straightforward. This is going to show your roster of characters, their current gear levels, their current relic levels that you have, the zetas that you've applied, etc. The exact same thing that you can see within the game, but here you can filter and you can scroll down to see everything that you have activated. So in game, you'll be able to see things that maybe you have the shards for, but maybe you just haven't activated them or paid to increase the stars. This will show you everything that you have upgraded so far in game. Now, the nice thing is if you go to one of these characters, let's take Jedi Knight Revan for example, it will bring you into a bit of a character profile of this character. Right now it's going to show you my current mods that I have and what are those statistics of the mods that I have on there. This would be unique to whatever you have. On the right side of the screen, it's going to show you the statistics for that character at your current gear level, but also including the mods that you have applied. And then down here, it's going to show you a section of skills. So the first thing I'm going to highlight is you notice that across the top of each of these, there's some little dashes, green, yellow at the end. Some of them have purple at the end. So this stands for each of the levels of this particular skill. So this level has 8 levels, with the last one, the yellow, being an Omega ability. This has the same, an Omega ability. And these purple ones are for the Zeta. If they're colored in with this green or this yellow or this purple, it means you have applied those abilities. But you see on this unique ability for Hero, it's grayed out here. And this is the third Zeta on Jedi Knight Revan, which I just have not applied yet. If you actually click in on one of these skills, it's going to take you and show you the wording of all of the different skills for each character. Now the nice thing is if you were to click on an individual skill like Direct Focus, it's actually going to show you what upgrades you get at each of these different levels. Okay? And right now it's reading this, which is the maxed level that I have. And it'll do this for each of the different skills that the character possesses. Again, we'll show you the health and the different statistics on the right side that you have. So that's a basic overview of the characters. You can go do the same thing in the ship section. So if you go to the ship section, it will show you all of the ships again that you have activated, what their current star levels are, what their pilots' levels are for that particular ship. And for the same thing, you can see the skills, the ship skills that you have. And if it's a yellow, it means that this ability has a ship Omega and it has been applied. You can see the statistics down on the right side of what you have for that particular ship. And you can scroll down and you can see, some of the statistics of the characters here. So those two ways of going to characters and ships, again, will show you everything that you have currently unlocked and activated in your accounts and where you stand on leveling them up and applying abilities. Now, if you want to go ahead and see all of the different characters available in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, you would come up to the top, go to Units in the menu bar, select Characters, and it's going to show you every single character that is in the game, whether you have them unlocked or not. And if you click on one such as the Eighth Brother, which is a newly released character, marquee character, it'll show you the same things that we were looking at for Jedi Knight Revan, this one for the Eighth Brother, all of the different skills, the wording of those skills, whether it's a Omega or a Zeta ability for the last tier. It will show you the tags or roles of the characters here. Another neat thing that you can do is, let's go to Piet, for example. You can look at the full gear list. And this will tell you all of the gear that you would need to take him from level 1 up to gear 13 and how many quantities you need. Now, I'll show you later some more tips and tricks on a better way to track your gear in a later episode. But this will kind of give you an idea of what you'll need to be on the lookout for in your farms. Another thing you can do is you can go to Best Mods. And this will basically, give you a bit of a blurb. And suggest the types of mod sets and mods that you should have for each character. This is normally based on kind of the top 100 guilds in the game, so top 100 guilds by GP, I believe, and how they have those characters modded. So these guys are longtime players, for the most part, know what they're doing. So you can really rely on this. If you have questions about how to mod a specific character, just come check this out. Yeah, there may be some specific situations you want to change it up a little bit. This is not going to account for turn order specifics on the troopers team, for example, but it'll give you an idea of how you want to mod the character. In this case, for Piet, they're suggesting a speed set, which requires 4 mods, and a health set, which requires 2, and a crit damage primary on the triangle, potency on the cross, protection on the circle, and a speed arrow. And you can see that for all the different characters. Okay, we'll just go back to our profile here. So we've already touched on how you can see your specific characters on your account, your specific ships on your account. We've kind of done an overview here. Again, I'm just going to click on the guild right here, and you can see what I was talking about at the start. You can see your total guild GP. You can see the galactic legends, the quantity of galactic legends they have of each of the 6. And then you have a list of your guild members here, starting from the highest GP down to the lowest. You can see which Grand Arena League and division they're in, and whether they're an officer or a member of the guild. So that about wraps it up for today's episode. Again, we will probably stay looking at swagger.gg for the next couple episodes, diving into a bit more of what you can get out of this. But this is a great tool, a great free-to-play tool or pay-to-play tool. I mean, this is free, but you can use it if you're a pay-to-play player. You should be checking this all the time if you have questions on what do character abilities do, how do I mod a specific character. We'll look into more how you can research your Grand Arena opponents on here in the future episodes. But again, everybody should be using this as much as possible. So that'll do it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, enjoy the holo tables.